Hello, hello. Welcome to another mini series. Today's topic is finding joy in PA. When I first framed up this topic as a topic for a webinar, I thought it would be my easiest topic. So much so that I saved it for Friday. Today is Friday when I'm recording this, and I thought I'd be just rolling into the joy and explaining how I experienced joy in PA until I started to reflect on attaining and receiving joy in PA. So let's talk about joy in general. What is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be something that lifts your spirits. It can be a cup of coffee. It could be buying a new car. It could be renovating a house. It could be the sunshine on your face. Moments of joy are around us at all times. And even when you're not going through PA, people in today's busy society, especially with social media, are hard pressed to find true joy. So if they're hard pressed to find true joy, those of us in PA, what are we supposed to do? First of all, the most important piece is to remind ourselves that we deserve joy. Now, I will tell you, this is a topic, the word deserve, it comes up repeatedly in my therapy sessions, because as a PA parent, the last thing I think I deserve is joy. The hate speech, the court case, even people in my family judging incorrectly about what I am or am not doing in PA, there's nothing about anything that I hear that deserves joy. I feel often that I deserve to be miserable. Because what happens? What happens if I experience joy in PA? I'm betraying my children. Now, for some people, that may be a leap. For me, I've been in it since 2016, so I can say that's actually kind of a very true statement, one to the other. Why, how can I be happy? How can I experience, especially joy, not even just be happy, like I got up this morning, I got dressed, I went to work, yeah, I'm happy, but true joy, the kind of joy that, soaks into your soul and you smile and you can't stop, or you laugh, or you just feel it. Just feel this overwhelming lightness that comes over you. That is joy. And PA parents feel that they don't deserve it. So I'm here to tell you that you do. And there's a couple of different reasons. For one, you're a human being. PA has happened to you. You are living in a very challenging situation. And in order to survive that situation, you need a counterbalance. Think about the scales of justice. What happens, right? You need to be balanced. You've got to have some happiness in all of the misery. And I'm not negating how miserable PA is. Like I said, I live it every day, all day. I get it, 100%. But it doesn't mean that you can't experience joy. The other point is a very, very simple one. Our children, our PA children, are still growing. While they may be in PA, or they are in PA, or they're experiencing PA in their own way, children are always more resilient than we give them credit for, and they always are growing. They always are adapting. They always are experiencing life in such an intense way. And if we don't keep up with that, if we decide to wallow in our misery, and don't get me wrong, there is a time and place for that. PA is hard. This is why I go to therapy. I know I keep banging that drum, but I want to bang it again, because that's something that helps me actually experience joy, is I have a place to experience my sorrow. It's okay to be sorrowful, but who do you want to be when your kids come back to you? And that's the other thing. You've got to believe your kids are going to come back to you. You need to try and manifest that. And for whatever you believe, whether you believe manifestation works or not, what I believe is we believe whatever we tell ourselves. If we tell ourselves that, I'm never going to get my kids back, I'm broken, I'm sad, I can't do this, I don't deserve joy, that's going to happen in your life. Switching the narrative to say, I do deserve joy regardless of what I'm going through in PA. I do deserve joy. And in fact, I want to indulge in joy so that when I get my kids back, I am a whole person who can demonstrate to them that they can be joyful as well. Now, here's the interesting thing, though, in the psychology of PA. We don't want to be too whole when we get our kids back. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but we don't want to be, well, this is the psychology. I'm not saying that this is me. We don't want to be so perfect. It's like they never left, or it's like we just got on without them, right? Like we lived this perfect life and, oh, you're back. Great. Come on in. My life was perfect. So psychologically, this is a really delicate balance of experiencing joy, metabolizing. I like to use the word metabolizing because it's just like, if you're digesting something, digesting PA, digesting joy. That's a lot to say that 5 times fast. The dichotomy of joy is so complex in PA. So, I mean, I could go on, and usually my, webinars are a little bit longer. In this case, though, I want to simply say that you are allowed to feel joy, whatever that means to you. Now, go back to my past videos. Do I encourage maladaptive or self-harming things, drugs, alcohol, binge watching, binge shopping, Amazon shopping? No, I don't recommend that, because those actually aren't joyful things. They are temporary band-aids that, make you feel better in the moment, give you a little dopamine rush, but aren't actually helping you. You need to find things that bring you true joy, unfettered, without consequence. So without harm, true joy. And that really can be even memories of our kids. It's okay to remember our children in happier times. It is okay to look at photos and be like, I remember that moment and that was joyful. Especially as we go towards the holiday season, that will start to come up in everybody's feeds and memories. If you're, depending on what phone you're on or what operating system you're on, stuff's gonna come up. And instead of looking at things and going, oh, I'm so sad, you can be sad. You can also cherish and be joyful about the moments you already had with your child, because let's be honest, from the time our children are born, any moment that we have had with them is a privilege. It's a joyful moment. And yes, we are sad for not being present right now, not being able to connect, whatever our situations are. And in PA, they're all different. I go on for hours about the different permutations of PA cases. The point is, we love our children. They can still bring us joy, even though we don't have them with us. We have to trust that they are relatively okay. I've spoken about this in past webinars. They're not doing all bad. I keep bringing my own situation. My son who I haven't, is re-alienated from me after 2.5 years. I haven't talked to him. And yet I know intrinsically, I know through various sources, he's actually doing really well. That brings me joy. Rather than mourning the fact that he's not with me, and don't get me wrong, I do. It haunts me every day. I choose, though, to put my energy into the fact that he is growing, that he is in grade 12, that he is becoming a young man in his own right. And he's not broken. He's not depressed, to the best of my knowledge. He's out there living life as he should be in grade 12. So I encourage you to look at PA in a way that maybe, especially I always talk about the other, memes and bashing and this and that, that we don't look at PA as a joyful thing. But it can be. We can find moments of joy, whether it be within ourselves, even if that joy is, hey, I got up today and I was a functioning human being. That's joy. Fantastic. You helped a coworker, you helped a friend, you engaged in something, you got outside of yourself, you thought about your PA child or children, and you smiled because you still love them. That's joy. That never goes away in your heart. And it's a beautiful thing. As always, I do have a book. This is more about dopamine. So, joy, the feeling of joy, comes with endorphins. That's what makes us feel joyful. And dopamine is one of the primary ones. We tend to get those from instant gratification. So, social media, Amazon, drugs, alcohol, initially. Anything that spikes our adrenaline also brings generally dopamine, although, I mean, if it's a fight or flight situation, it doesn't. Anyhow, it's complicated, and I only have so much time to do this. But I want to introduce this book to you because this is actually a great book, especially when you're in PA and the pendulum swings to trying to fill the hole, right? Trying to be joyful, trying to not be sad, trying to find some meaning in life. So we indulge in very simple dopamine producing activities. And for some people, that's running and exercising, and even that can go too far. But I want to introduce the book to you. I read it in one day. I love it. I'm going to put it in front of my face so hopefully it doesn't cut out. You can see all my tabs here. It's called Dopamine Nation by Anna Lembeck. It is fascinating. It's interesting in a way that it's not that dense. It's got a lot of graphics in it. It just explains how joy, dopamine, works and how to get it in a way that is safe and healthy. So there you go. Happy Friday. I mean, when you watch this, it might not be Friday, but it is for me. I hope that this discussion on joy in PA resonated. Let me know in the comments below. As always, join our Facebook group. It's a private group and a safe space for support at Parental Alienation Support Canada on Facebook. That's our group. The website is www.parentalalienationsupportcanada.com. You can also find us on YouTube for videos like this and others at PA Support Canada. I look forward to your comments below and talk with you soon.